I'm 1/4 of Stitchthat, which is a production company that me and my friends set up a few years ago. I met Cornelia when she was doing the Red Bull Music Academy in Barcelona. Then she moved to England, kept popping up and seeing each other and hanging out, and every now and again like I'd bump into her, and then she just called me up one day and was just like, I want to do a video and you're the first person I thought of and the only person I want to work with, because she'd seen me work with Jamie. She'd seen that it was a very relaxing atmosphere. I wrote a couple of ideas but didn't show her anything, and then came up with this concept and this, like, thought I could, you know, revamp this technique that I've done 9 or 10 years ago, kind of bring that style forward, and the whole thing should kind of work. So I just kind of played with lots of things, like having film laid over the prints, because I printed a lot of these myself, and so it was very much like, this was like this whole kind of explosion, learning curve and experimentation that kind of brought me to the ideas. This is like 10 years old, so, and it just kind of never really found somewhere to use it again. So I've sort of just been sitting on this like kind of idea. I was actually bringing this back out. It was quite exciting. We filmed it at a friend of mine, Joanne's house, because she's just got like a really nice house, like kind of exposed brickwork, original features, like taxidermy boars' heads, just all sorts of crazy stuff. So I was like, rad, this is cool, because it's a lot of things you wouldn't normally find in people's houses, but you would find in houses in films or in dreams or in magazine shoots. It was this kind of like borderline fictional sort of feasible house. We shot it in Springfield Park, which is near Tottenham Hale, and then I did just a couple of pickup shots at my office, because it's in like an old factory, so there's a couple of like sort of corridors I could use and bits and bobs. So yeah, the London thing. Once we've shot all of the parts of the video, I join them all together so that they're kind of pretty seamless. Make it black and white, make it 12 frames a second, print out all of those frames onto photo paper. Then, when you've got all of those frames back, ink on all of the frames that have either Cornelia on them or living things, or possibly like key objects that I want to have kind of in that drawing style. Then you put them back on the light box and you re-photograph them, and then you put them back into the computer, lay them on top of the track, and it's all in time. There's a few other bits, like we've got a little toy robot. I've printed out one of the frames as a background, and I'm going to put this toy robot in front of this frame, film that in the same style that I've done on the video, and then kind of swap that in so that it looks like there's a giant robot in the park. That's the one thing in the video that I've never done before, so I'm just sort of like, in my head, it's kind of working. So that's going to be the surprise for me if it works, and that's going to be quite rewarding if I nail it.
Martyn, thank you so much for having us here. It's been awesome. I really loved it. And yeah, guys, look out for Stitchthat stuff. It's wicked. You love it. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.